Before we start, I just want to say that we're thinking of everybody down south and hope that this silly cyclone, it doesn't seem to know what it wants to do, doesn't impact too badly. And we're thinking of everybody down there and all the people that we know down towards Brisbane and south of Brisbane and into New South Wales. Here today, it's overcast. We do have some wind here today, which is stronger than it has been the last couple of days, but nothing at this stage for us to particularly worry about. As I look straight ahead of me over the top of the laptop here, I can see we've got a whole row of trees there, and they're blowing quite well. But yeah, we can only wait and see. Mother Nature has her own course and her own way of doing things, and yeah, we can only wait. Alrighty, so today I'm Lorraine, by the way. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the Fraser Coast area of Queensland. I live in Maryborough. I do run classes. I do different things. Hi Lynn, how are you today? I run classes. I do all sorts of stuff here, but I am a very busy person. I'm one of those people that never seems to stop and never seems to have time to do everything I want to do. But hey, it's great. I wouldn't swap it. So today, what are we going to do today? So it is Fun Fold Friday. Hi Debbie, how are you today? I didn't see Suzanne come on, but I'm assuming she is because someone said, hi Suzanne. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do a fun fold today. And with what I've chosen to do this with, it's one of the suites that came out of our annual catalogue. And can Lorraine find an annual catalogue? Of course not. I know where there's one. Hang on, hold your horses, people. There we go. So I do have the annual catalogue here, and I will show you where this one is in the annual catalogue. Pretty sure it is, and it's gonna make a fibber out of me now, isn't it? It probably isn't in this one. Sure it was. Anyway, I will look for that, and what I want to do is go down to, wow, it might have been in our online exclusives. All right, Lynn, Debbie, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we're good here. Thank you so much. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop down onto the desktop. Now, oh, goodness me, I've got my camera set out probably a bit too far. Let's see how we go with that. That looks a bit better, I think. That's better. Okay, so I actually thought that what I was using was in the annual catalogue, but now, come to think of it, it must have been an online exclusive. Or I'm blind. Oh, no, here we go. I thought it was. So Mediterranean Blooms is what we're going to be using today. So this is the card that we're going to make. And I don't want to spend too much time talking because there is a fair bit of cutting. And I haven't really had much time to... Hi, Suzanne. Now I can see you. I haven't had a lot of time to do any pre-cutting, so I have measured out the base and everything to make that easier. Today I'll be working in centimeters. It's one of the cards that I used to make a long time ago, and I used to work in centimeters. So Mediterranean Blooms, an absolutely gorgeous sweet collection. Excuse me. You can see here we've got oranges and lemons, and we've got beautiful backing backs to these papers. Okay, so absolutely gorgeous. And I think I've shown you these in the past, which is our which is the gems that go with it. Now, what I do want to show you is the Citrus Blooms has quite a large die set that goes with it. So we have this die, which cuts out. We have a stamp that this cuts out, and it will also cut, if I remember rightly, no, it's not that one, or is it? Oh, turn it up the right way, Lorraine, you might get some joy. Yes, so this die also cuts out that on the paper. Now also this bigger one here, we have a die that cuts that out. Now we also have a stamp that cuts that out. I was going to use this today, but for the sake of time and colouring and all the rest of it, I'm not. I'm going to actually cut it out. But you know, it's great in the respect that you've got those that cut that out. We've got some stars, some flowers here, and I'm going to keep that one out because that's the one I'm going to use today. And we've got some greenery here. Now look at this. How gorgeous is this? So this gives you, and I hate pulling these off when they're fine, this gives you a beautiful frame. And then you have a frame within the frame, which gives you another beautiful frame. And then you have this greenery. How beautiful is that? And this is still available in our catalogue. Absolutely gorgeous. I honestly haven't used it as much as I should have, although I have used it a fair bit. So I'm going to pop all that away because I don't want to take too much time. How's the weather down there, Suzanne? All right, so that's what we're going to use today. So we're going to make the card that I've just shown you, and the color scheme we're going to use is the Night of Navy. We're going to use these oranges. I'm using yellow, and I'm also using this. So it all matches in together, and hopefully we'll end up with a really good card. So just one other thing. So I was having trouble the other day with my plates. Everything was sticking to my plates, and sometimes on my cut and emboss machine. And then sometimes when I put something through, it had little dots on it. So this morning I set to, and I thought, I'll clean them. Look at this. Now this, it doesn't even look doesn't look quite so bad on there as it does in my hand. This just came off of my plates. Now, I may be missing something, but I haven't ever cleaned them before. And this is what has come off. So obviously this could transfer onto your cards, your card stock, whatever else that you're trying to cut. And I just thought I'd show you because, you know, we use it and use it and use it, but I certainly didn't think about cleaning the plates. Anyway, maybe it's just me. Maybe I should be a little bit more conscientious with that. So this is our base today, and our base is 29.5 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Yes, Debbie, I'm north of Suzanne by about 2.5 hours drive. So it takes me about 2.5 hours to get down to Susie's place. And then it's about another, what would you say, Susie, half hour, 3/4 of an hour into the city, into Brisbane. So, yeah. And I'm just keeping fingers crossed that we're not going to flood between here and usually we'll flood between here and Caboolture. And I'm hoping that that's not going to happen because I need to get down to Susie's fort next Thursday morning. Okay, so 29.5 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I've already made some dots on here because there is a lot of cutting and a lot of scoring. It's not hard. It's really not hard at all, says she, and hopes she doesn't muck it up while she's doing it. So to start with, we're going to score. I've measured in here. I've measured in 5 centimeters. Okay, so we're only going to score down 4 centimeters, and the same this side. So I'm going to line that up into my channel there, and I'm going to stand up for this because I'm only going to score up to that mark. Now we do have little lines to tell us where we have scored, and I will check that, and you can see we've got a score mark up there. Might just take it one tad further. So if I move my hand, you can see. So that's taken that up to that line there. And now we're going to do the same, but we're going to come down. I always find this part easier coming down than going up, and I probably should have. Okay, so that's that one there. So we've done that one. I'm going to turn it around, and I'm just going to go straight ahead and do the same on the other end, which is down to there. Oops, a bit too far on that one, but it doesn't matter. And then the same with this one, bringing it down to there. Okay, so we've done those score lines, and now our next one is here and here and here and here, and they're at 10 centimeters, and they're a full score, so that's not quite as bad. So we can go down and do a full score down there, and then we do the same in here. Okay, so that's our piece scored. Might be easier to see it from that side. I never know what you can actually see because it looks very bright online. So now what we have to do is we have to cut between these 2 half lines and these 2 half lines here. So again, we're going to pop that on the trimmer. And now with this, it's not quite so bad because we're going down. We're going to get that right in the channel of the trimmer, and we can see quite easily where our lines are, and we're going to cut right the way through. So we're going to cut through from here. Let me mark that up. And we're going to cut down to, where's my mark? Make sure I've got it straight. We're going to cut right the way down to there. Okay, so there's our cut line. And then we're going to turn it over, or whatever suits you best. Going to line up that, get it into the channel there. You can see the dots in here and in here. Let me take that up to there, and I'm going to cut that down to there. With any luck, there's our score, there's our cut. Okay, basically that's the hard bit over. So then the folding of it, we fold this one back and this one forward, and then if you have a look at it, you can see here. So we have back, forward. This one goes back, and these two come forward. So that one goes back. Now, once you've done it, these come forward, and that comes in. And this is where you find out if you've got it exactly right, which mine's a tad out. So why is that out? Where haven't I scored it properly? You know what? We're going to make that work. We can just push it down and we can make it work like that. Tad out. It's not going to bother us at all. And there's our card. So we do have that line in a slightly different place. I don't know why that's happened, because that is definitely 5 centimeters. Ah, yeah, that one's definitely 5 centimeters. And that is definitely 10. So I don't know why that has. But anyway, there is our card. So we will just double up on that. Good morning, Donna. How are you today? You love that fun fold? Yeah. It's not really complicated, Lynn. It's quite simple. It's just, yeah, I don't know why that one hasn't quite turned out the way it should, because the measurement is, see, it should be 10 and it's just under 10, so I'm not sure. Maybe I did but it should have worked down there. Let's not worry about it. We've got a card that is actually working. So this is the one that we're working from. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to cut our side strips and all the top bits. And this, I'm hoping, isn't going to be too time consuming. So what we need is, I just have this one out so that I can see. We're going to have, and I'm actually going to put something across that middle on this one. So these, the base of all of these is going to be the yellow. So where's all my measurements? All right, so we need 14 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. And this is quite awkward because I don't work in centimeters. So we're going to go 4.5 centimeters. It's funny, one time I didn't work with anything but. And we're going to go 14.5 this way. And we're going to do 2 of these. So that's one. I'm going to do 4.5. So this is lemon lolly by 14.5. So we've got our 2 outside pieces now, and they're going to sit one on there and one on there. So we've got that. And now we're going to do 6.5 by 9.5. And we need 2 of those. So 6.5. Let's see how wide this is first. All right, let's get another piece. Where's that piece going then? Oh, I know. I've lost myself. Hang on. We'll go down to this one where we're doing 3.5 by 9.5. Oh no, so it must be right. Okay, so we're going to go 9.5 centimeters. So let's get that cut. There's something desperately wrong there with my... Okay, let me have a look. So these are going to be... Sorry about this, people. Obviously, I've had a... Oh, I'm silly, aren't I? Doing centimeters. No wonder I was confused. Okay, 9.5 centimeters by 6.5 centimeters. I was doing it inches. I need 2 of those. So therefore this part here and this part here. So we've got those. And then we want 3.5 by 9.5. So we'll go 9.5. And then we want 3.5 by 2 of those. Lemon Lily is a lovely colour, isn't it? I'm not really a yellowy person, but I must admit I do like... I did go to inches, Deborah. Yes, I did. I wish I'd looked at that before. Yeah. Okay, so you can see that's for those 2 parts there. So now we have that. And what haven't I done? We want 3.5 by 4.5. And we actually need 4 of these. So 3.5 by 4.5, and these are our little squares. One, not really squares, are they? 4.5, 2, and these are the ones that are going to go on here. So let's go again. 3.5 by 4.5. It's surprising, isn't it, how you get out of things that you've always done and then you try to go back to it and you end up doing what you've been doing all along. Okay, so now we have to cut all of those. Now we have to use, we're going to use the Designer Series paper. So remember yesterday's card where I had lots of bits? Look, I'm adding to it. So with the Designer Series paper, get off, get off, get off. Right. So you can see with these 2, I had different to what I had there. So I'm thinking for here and here, I'm going to have this piece here. So this is 14 by 4. So 4 centimeters. And I want 14 centimeters that way. So that will go onto long pieces that we cut first. That's going to sit on there like that. And I'm going to do one more of those. So at 14. So we've got that. There's our other long piece and that. And now I've got a piece on the floor. So that's going to go either side. I'll put that to one side. At least if it's on the floor, it can't go any further, can it? Oops. Okay. So we're doing that, and then we're doing 6 centimeters by 9 centimeters, and we need 2 of them. Now, what do you think? We're going to use the back of that, or is that too much? Or should we use, I'm actually thinking that I like, so this is the papers. I mean, they're gorgeous papers. I'll just show you quickly. All have beautiful backings. So I'm actually thinking I like this one, which has got like little tiny flowers on it, or this one, which has little tiny diamonds. You haven't used it. It's gorgeous. I know I had it for quite a, yeah, because it's not my normal. That's right, Deborah. Yeah, I had it for a while before I used it. And then when I started using it, it was sort of like hard to stop. I think I might go with, because this yellow that I was using before has flowers on it, I think I'm tempted to go with this little flowery one. All right, so now we'll do all the other pieces with that. So we're going to do 9 centimeters. And we're going to do 6 centimeters, and we want 2 of those. 1. 2. So that's for these 2 pieces. So that's that done. Then we want, what have I done? That was those. Then I want 3 by 9 centimeters. Yep, so that's 9 centimeters, and I want 3 centimeters. And I want 2 of those. So that's 1. 2. So they're going to sit on these 2 pieces. So as you can see, the cutting is probably the bit that takes the most time. And then we're going to use 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters. So we're going to use 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters. So we're going to do 4 of these. There we go. There's all our pieces cut. So the plan would always be to have those cut before you start. All right, let's pop it together. Not hard to do. We're just going, oh, well, unless the glue plays us up today. I just had a note up here, Suzanne, to say you've got 30 minutes. So, all right. So because next week, with all hopes, I'm only going to be doing 2 classes. So as we've just discussed, and I haven't used this as much as I should have, I might do my 2 lives next week, which will be Monday and Tuesday. I might do those using the oranges and lemons. So we'll do two different classes using one with oranges. See, we have lemons as well. Unfortunately, none of the dies cut out the lemons, but I think the lemons are really pretty too. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that. If I hadn't have gone to trivia last night, I would have had this all cut out. But Thursday nights is trivia night, and we go and we have a lot of fun, but we also donate money to the animal refuge where I work, which makes it so worthwhile. So you have fun and you support a good cause as well. But we don't usually get home until about 9 o'clock. So now this may be directional, it may not. But I'm just going to stick it on for now because I can turn this up the right way and the wrong way later. So all these little birds, our trivia was really good. Really good. Actually, last night it was funny because we were doing really well. We were sitting second, I think it was, out of 18 teams. And then we had one round, and it just takes one round where we were stumped more often than not. So during that one round, we dropped dramatically. But you know what? Winning is nice, but we're not there just for that. We are there to have a bit of fun and to raise money. So we always have a great time. We always enjoy it. Any memorable trivia questions? Oh my goodness. Goodness me. What did we have? All sorts of things. We have things like from where is the coccyx to they play part of a song, and you have to give them the song and the artist, and then they have ones that we sit quite quiet for, but everybody else gets really excited. They have like a dog race, and you have to choose which dog you think's going to win, and yeah, that goes on. So, and then you have your flags, and you have your history, your movies, all that sort of stuff. So we all have our areas of expertise, I suppose you could call it. And usually, last night we actually had 6 of us. Normally there's only 4 of us, and we do really well. So because we've got that good, good coverage of knowledge. And I don't know why I put that glue back, because we're about to use it again. So now what we're going to do, we're going to stick all these onto their respective areas. So we're going to go down there. Whoops. So do you think the color scheme's all right? Possibly could have changed that. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could turn it over, but I think I'll leave it. And in here is where we put the you can see where that's slightly off, and I don't understand that one bit. But anyway, I'm just not going to mither about it. Yeah, so we have a good time. Usually I'm the only girl there, but last night there were 2 others. So I was quite happy about that. So we'll stick that one on there. A little bit of glue hanging out there. And I'll stick this one this side. This card is actually fun to make. I find it fun. Like there's a lot to it, or quite a lot to it, but it's a lot of fun to make. Now these I put across the top of that. And just line up the yellow at the side there. Make sure that we're in our spot. That's right. And the same with this one. Hold your tongue right, Lorraine, you'll get it there. There we go. These. And these are another sort of a bit of a wow card, because when you give them to somebody, and they sort of like open them up, and you can put as much or as little as you want on them. Like the front part, you'll see in a minute. I'm just going to die cut a piece to put on there, but then you can, okay, so that could be a bit of a problem there, because that seemed a little bit too big there, but we'll see. That could have been where the problem lay. But we will make this one work. Put that there. See what I mean? I think we possibly could have changed these bits here, just to make it. Yes, my husband does go with me, says my husband. And one of the guys, one of the other managers from work, Russell, he goes. And we have Roger, who's on our committee. And we're the main four. We're the ones that go every week. Last night we had Natalia. She's one of our volunteers at work, one of the very important people at work, because we couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. And we also had a young lady that came in with Roger last night. So yeah, but often I'm the only female there. And this is where it worries me. No, all good. So there we go. Look at this. So already we have our card. Okay. So I just want to press that down, because that is giving me. See, now it's gone back to the proper. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. So that is that done. So now we're just going to make something nice to go on the front here. So I will cut. Actually, I don't think I need to cut anything. So I'm going to, using the die, I'm going to, I think this one. No, that one's got a bit come. This one here I'll use because it's a full one. And we can cut that out of there. So do that. Actually, no, I can do that one there. Let me get my scissors. Where was that other full? Oh, no, it will have to be that one. The others aren't quite full ones. Just leaving a bit of a. You could also fussy cut. So anyone who loves to fussy cut can fussy cut these. I'm just chopping that out of there, and I'm going to just see how this works now that I've cleaned all the nasty stuff off of it. If it sticks now, I'll be very, very angry. Okay, so line that up. So that I get all of that in. Where's that there? Does anyone else find you get one part in and then the rest doesn't look right? Look what I've got. Washi tape. Now all I have to do is find the end. Oh. So yep, there it is. I am actually going to use washi tape, people. Because I really don't want this moving today. Okay. Next plate over the top. And now, when you do use washi tape, be very careful pulling it off, especially if you've got it on. Once you've got that off, it's fine. So that is going to be our design on there. I'm going to pop it up. Definitely going to pop it up. All I have to do is find those and get the Take Your Pick tool. So how gorgeous is that? Now what you can do, you can cut out some of those little flowers that I showed you and you can pop them up on top of that. Okay, just for time's sake, I'm not going to do that. I am going I need to make sure that where I'm putting these where I'm putting the dimensionals is not going to show when we open and close the card. That one still didn't come off. All right, so I'm going to pop that just on there like that. There we have our card. Now, what you can do is you can put a white piece here if you like on the back, and that you can use that for writing on. However, I'm going to pop a piece here. What will I use? Let me see. Is that gonna? Let's do a piece of yellow maybe to keep in with the colors that we've used. We should have a piece. So this is out of Perennial. You like fussy cutting? Oh, okay. You're cutting out your card. Yeah, if I'd have had more time, Suzanne, that's what I would have done. Unfortunately, this morning it wasn't going to happen. So I'm doing the whole keep it simple thing. So now we have this nice little cutout. And I think what I'll do is I'll get out the Night of Navy, which is the blue that we've used in here. I'll pop that there and I'll stamp a greeting. So the greetings in this, we used some of them yesterday actually. You're the best kind of person we can have. I want something a reasonable size. I love this. I love Change Can Be Beautiful. I'm going to grab it. So I absolutely love that. Unfortunately, it's in the Autumn Expressions, which I believe is in our last chance at the moment. But I really, really love that saying. And it's so true. Let me find Night of Navy. So you can also put something on this side if you like. There is nothing to stop you putting something else on that side. So if I really wanted to, like, I could have oranges and then lemons. I'm not going to do it with this one, but let me stamp that. Fingers crossed, tongue straight. Beautiful. And I'm just going to pop that straight into the middle of there. I could have used a bigger one again. And just let me have a look. Let's Autumn Expressions. Get rid of that for a moment. I just want to have a quick look and just see, you know, that beautiful shape I showed you. I think it's going to be too big. Yeah, that's going to be much too big. And so is the next one. So, yep, we will forget that. And we might just leave that sitting there. Or we could put a piece of white under it, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I think I'll pop it up. Oh, and I found my bone folder. It was stuck. So I have a pad of these they're sticky at one side, and it was actually stuck like that. And I had picked the pad up, I don't know how many times, and of course couldn't find it. My husband even came in here, and I said to him, do you know what you're looking for? And he goes, of course I do. Okay, of course he does. And of course he picked up this one, and I said to him, no, that's not actually the one. This is actually called a crease mouse as opposed to a bone folder. Okay, and I'm just going to cut off. What do I do with those scissors now? Let's get another pair. I'm just going to cut these because I can use a couple more on there. One in the middle. Actually, that'll probably do it. We'll take off. They're all off. No, they're not. There they are. And we will pop in the middle. Change Can Be Beautiful. Now, I think we should probably you wait, I won't be able to find them. Find the actual, it's Blooming Pearls. That's not what we want. That's in colour. I was sure I had them out yesterday. So there they are. So we have these. These here. Hi Daryl, how are you? And if Mum's on here, hi Mum. Apparently Mum was on yesterday and I didn't see her, so but she comes on Facebook, so if I miss it, I've missed it. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to use, thank you, So how do I pronounce that? Is that Loop or Lupe or yeah, very different name. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. All right, so I'm thinking, do we use the dark blue? Do we use the more clear, or do we use the yellow? What do you think? Thanks, Daryl. Daryl, how's it going down there? You're down in New South there. How's the weather? Alrighty, so let me think. I'm thinking that maybe let's play with two different ones. Let's see. Oops, that stuck to my finger. What they look like. These are the darker ones. So I could put a couple of those on. Seriously. Put a couple of, all right, don't stick then. Get another one. And then probably put another one. We need a third one. Oh. Pop a third one just up in there. How does that look? It sounds like Lupe. Okay, that's a lovely name. Where are you from? I have trouble with mine because a lot of people call me Lorraine and or Laurie. So yeah, I know what it's like. We're getting some heavy rain and windy. I've been up since 2 a.m. checking the house, make sure there's no leaks. Well, I hope you get some rest later on today, Daryl. And as long as Mum and you are okay, that's fine. Just make sure your mum and yourself are safe. And yeah, so there's our card. Now I am going to just throw a bit of Wink of Stella onto these. And I've picked up the wrong one again. I've got 3 in here. Are you going to work? Oh, yep, that's going to work. Got it everywhere. Here we go. Bit on the oranges. Pick a bit more up. And then definitely, oh, I know what I could have done. We can add some more bling to this. Oh, love the bling. Good, I'm glad to hear you've got plenty. Everybody up here is moaning because we don't have much on the shelves. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? What about the people down south? Like, they're saying, why can't the trucks come up? And people are so selfish. And I really don't understand. I just do not understand a lot of the time why people can't be more thoughtful. These little flowers here, I can put, I don't want to put blue centers in them, which really makes me think I should have used blue there. But I can put these little clear dot bits, gems, into the center of them. Just to give a little bit extra. And then because I haven't got anything down here, I am going to just do one. We're getting very carried away today with the gems, aren't we? And I've just put my hand in that Wink of Stella. Put 3 there, and I'm not counting, so if I've put an even number, please don't tell me. And I have, because there's 12. That's all right, we'll let it go for today. And another one of those. Pop it down there. All right, what do we think? Are you having trouble Susie, go live and we'll watch you and we'll tell you what's happening. I can message you if you like. So that's what we've got there. I would be tempted to put something else there, or sometimes you can just put your white piece there. But there's your card. It opens like that. It sits beautifully. So when it's sitting, I don't know if it actually sits like that. So you can see the dimension when it's sitting on, I don't know, the sideboard, the mantelpiece, whatever we call them these days. And I've got glue there, which I'll get off. So what do you think? Thank you, Donna. So if anyone's interested, I can give dimensions, but like I said, it will be in centimeters. I'll see how I go, because trying to explain it's not easy. It's possibly easier to watch the replay and see how it goes. So Suzanne, are you having trouble with your internet? She's probably not on here now. She's probably gone. She's about to go live. So there we go. Let me just pop back up to the top. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me. It's lovely to see everybody here. And thank you, Lupe, for coming on. Love to see new people and love to see where you're all from. Yeah, I could put the directions. What I might do, if anyone wants to follow me on my Facebook page is just Color Me Crazy Cards. So feel free to go over there. And what I might do is write out the measurements for this one and then put a post up on there. It's probably easier, but yeah, you can also watch the replay. So I really appreciate you all watching me. I will be back on Monday and I'm going to be doing my oranges and lemons because we've only got 2 days next week, and that is hoping that I can get down to Suzanne after the cyclone's been through. We'll just have to wait and see. We're all on hold. None of us really know what we'll be able to do and what we can't. Unfortunately, here our roads will flood. And you're not on Facebook, Donna? Oh, okay. All right. All right. If you wanted to follow back on the I might even try and type them down below, but it won't be today. I'm got a bit on today, so but I will try and get that done for you. I really, really thank you all for being here. Please, everybody in the line of the cyclone, would you please stay safe and look after yourselves and those close to you and your pets as well. I will be back on Monday with lemons and oranges. If you like what I do, if you could subscribe, ring the bell, give me the thumbs up. That would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, and I do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. Bye for now.